cleaning out my office, I recently discovered a sketch of the first time I drew out what my dream office was going to look like. I had bought new shelves and a desk, and I got really close to the vision and always kind of failed on this center part. I could never find something to fit just right. So we were here for a while. And over time, I added pieces and made messes and raised babies and a business in this space. Here you're seeing it on one of its worst days ever.
What, you tired already?
While I can't say that my dream office fell completely flat, a few years ago, I would say I was no longer in love with the style of my office, and I really just wanted a space that inspired me and that I really loved coming to every day. So ultimately, I've decided to paint these Walmart cabinet units that we have, repurpose what we have, and make it look fully built in and customized.
So these have a lot more of a smooth veneer here on the front, on these square cube pieces, but the rest of it is a little rougher, so I think it will actually adhere with the paint pretty well. I'm gonna also hit these with some paint filler or some wood filler first and just try to make that look a lot more finished. I also think I'm going to take the time to do the same thing inside of these shelves and try to use a wood filler on all of the extra holes. I haven't fully decided on that part yet, but I don't think it'll take that long to do that part, and I think at least this one doesn't have adjustable shelves all the way down. So I may just focus on these big knobs if I do that at all. But I think that'll give it a lot more of a custom built look.
So the first step in this process is to work with a shellac-based primer. From all of the research I've done online about painting laminate furniture, whether it be Walmart units or IKEA furniture, everyone is using shellac. Now, you'll see me with a mask on. It is a pretty fumey product. So part of this video I have a mask on, and part of it I just opened up the windows because I got really tired of the mask after a while. But I definitely didn't have any children around, and I vented the area really well. So that's key number one. If you can do this outside, even better, I'm sure. But it is a little bit of a strong smell. So this was a labor of love, especially on the cubes here, to get every square inch covered in that primer. But this step cannot be skipped in this process.
Whew, 2 down. 3 very big ones to go, but a lot less corners. So, oh, I missed the spot.
Just when you think you're making some real progress. I will say the primer is a little bit thin too, but that's okay. We're actually going to go over this a couple times in some areas to make sure that we get it really good. I did just kind of want to point out this middle shelf. This was the newer shelf I had bought from Walmart in the last probably year, and the other ones have been sitting in my office for several years. I don't know if the finish has changed or if it's aged, but it did seem to take the primer a little, or not as well as the older shelves. So just keep that in mind. It will still work out fine, but you may have to do 2 to 3 coats of the primer just to make sure it doesn't kind of look like that. And I was really hopeful with this style of cabinet that it would actually adhere a little bit better because it had that rough texture to it, that weathered wood look. It actually had, a little bit more of a texture to grip the primer, but I don't know that it actually stuck to it any better than a smooth laminate. So it still took a lot of time and a couple coats to get this completely covered. Okay, something you may be noticing is that I did not remove my doors. I would advise you to remove the doors. It probably would help you in the long run, but I didn't really have space to keep them up here separately. And then I chose to leave my shelves in the same spot, so I didn't move them either.
Good morning. Actually, it's afternoon, the next day, but I wanted to share with you a quick update of what I'm working on. So that middle shelf did not seal quite as well in my mind. It just looks more bubbled. So I'm going to hit it again today. But first, I went to the hardware store and picked up some super fine sanding paper. And we just got done. I didn't film it, but we just got done sanding it down just a little bit. And Ruth even took a paint stick to the side of the furniture and tried to scratch it before I could catch her. And it didn't scratch. So that I feel like was a good way to test it out. Have a toddler around, they'll test it for you. I did that, and then I've wiped everything down clean again just to make sure to remove any like dust particles or anything that might be on it. And now I'm gonna hit it again with a little bit more of the shellac based primer with my little roller and my paintbrush. And then while I'm at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and add a second coat to anywhere that looks like it might need it on these other ones. But overall, I think it's going to be just fine. I just thought it might be worth the extra 20 to 30 minutes even though it's annoying because I have to let it dry again. And I'm in a hurry as always. I want to get things done. I think in the long run, it's going to be worth it. The color I am using for the cabinets themselves is going to be Phillipsburg Blue by Benjamin Moore. And I think it's just going to be, I think it's going to be so good. While I was at the hardware store today, though, I did pick up a polyacrylic, which is around here somewhere. Oh, that's not it. It must be downstairs. But I'm gonna do a final coat of polyacrylic on top of this because from what I've read, that's really gonna seal it. It will help it be a little bit more water resistant and scratch resistant. And I really want these to last. If I'm going to all this work, I really don't want it to chip off because I think we've all been there before painting furniture and how annoying it is if things start chipping. So this is turning into quite a few steps, but really, I think it's going to be very dramatic and worth it in the long run, especially doing it the right way. It'll be there for many years to come. So let's get to it. Another 20-30 minutes. Just pep talking myself. Get through the hard part and then we'll finally start to get to the fun part and adding color in this room. I am actually going to leave, I did a second coat up here on this top part, but I'm gonna leave the bottom part because it's gonna be under the shelf, and I'm just gonna see if I notice a difference later on, if it made a difference. So it'll be our little experiment that I can share with you to see if it was worth doing this second coat at all. I added just a little bit of blue just to see what it would look like. This is the natural light. It's a little bit more blue. It doesn't show so much in my video, but it's a little bit brighter blue than I was thinking. But I'm hoping with 2 coats, and by the time you get all the shadows from the shelves and the texture, that it won't be too blue. We'll see. Let's try out that little easy button motion they do on, like, you know, Instagram and just see if we can just... Ugh. No, it's not working. It is late and I'm going to bed. But I feel good about where we're at. I'm gonna let this dry overnight, do a second coat of the blue, and then start hitting it with the polyacrylic after that dries to seal it in. So I will say that this, if you're using a tarp and you use the shellac primer, it does chip and leaves little, see like the white speck on my thumb? And it gets on the furniture. So you got to kind of be careful. So I think I would have done this differently. I would have replaced the tarp or moved my furniture before adding the color, because I still ended up with a few spots of little white chips that I will have to try to get off and paint back later. So it just kind of got messy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now, with the final stages of the shelving units needing my husband's attention and care, I'm going to move to the other half of my office and continue color drenching the entire room in this Phillipsburg blue color. This wall has just been filled for years with inspiration and family photos, so it was a fun little trip down memory lane taking all of it down, and I'm excited to have a blank slate again to just refill it with the season that we're in and what inspires me now. So I am loving how this color is turning out, but a quick confession. One time when Dan and I were first married, I painted a small bathroom in our house a blue color that in my mind was going to turn out like a dark navy blue like this. It was the most gaudy royal blue that I could have ever painted it, and I've never lived it down. Neither one. We still laugh about it all the time. So I think when I said I was painting my office blue, my husband was holding his breath. You know, one fun thing about color drenching an entire room is you can just let the kids go wild for a while and there's still going to be plenty to paint. And the kids were so thrilled to help. They were just like fighting over who could help mommy. I cannot say that my husband brought the same excitement into my office. I'm just kidding. He is such a trooper, always helping me. And I honestly just had to hash out a plan because we're working with Walmart shelves in an old farmhouse and absolutely nothing's level.
See the gaps? Look at that.
I think it's gonna be okay.
I think there are 2 types of people that like math and people that like art. And then they marry each other, and that's pretty much what's happening here.
This one, it's supposed to be the same size.
I think we balance each other out well. I'm over here eyeballing everything and he's actually measuring and making it as level as possible. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect. And such as any DIY in an old farmhouse, we are just doing our best here to make it work. So I'm hoping once all of this is painted, it's just gonna hide those little shadows and imperfections. And once I get the lights up, I think it's all gonna come together so beautifully. I'm already so excited by the looks of it.
Yeah. That's because they're in good.
All the little details are taking forever, but I know they'll be worth it in the long run. All right, so I bought these bins at Walmart and I think they're just open on the top, but they slide in perfectly into those cube shelves. They're actually by Better Homes and Gardens too, which was what the shelf was. So they fit perfectly and I like the color because it matches my chair. So I think I'm just gonna go with it, although it wasn't my favorite. Now, I knew I was a paper hoarder, but once you really start cleaning out like over a decade's worth of some business paperwork and I mean, before things were really digital, I guess we had to keep lots of things like these old manuals. It's not like everything was on the internet 10 years ago when we built our house. So I have all of these old manuals for things that, we kept just in case. So I was able to toss a lot of that stuff and only keep the old ones. Hoping I don't regret that, but I don't think I need it. Decluttering my office was probably the most therapeutic thing to do, but also so time consuming, and I'm still in the process, to be quite honest. Drawers of my desk have been a catch-all for months now because when you're getting ready to declutter something, or maybe this is just me, I tend to make it worse before it gets better. Like, I know I'm redoing this room soon, so we're just gonna throw everything everywhere, and I don't know why I do that, but I tend to make it worse before it gets better, but hey, it makes for a really good before and after. So I'm working on the drawers today, and I happen to have a little bit of this wallpaper peel and stick left over from when I did my sewing room makeover, and I just thought, it would make my day just sunshiny and bright to have a pretty print inside there. I'd like to get some more little dividers to keep things super organized, but for right now, decluttering for the win. And I just had to share this new office supply, but it's a little screen cleaner. You can refill the bottle and the side of it is like a little squeegee for your computer. I found it on Instagram, completely cool. I'm gonna link a whole bunch of stuff in the description box today so that you have links to everything. Also including my rug, which I could not decide if I wanted to keep this rug or do without a rug. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And without further ado, I wanna share with you my new dream office space.